Yes, good morning. Top of the sauce. You know the vibes. You're rocking out with yours truly, Showtime Sizzle. I am the sauce. Let me get one on. I want to put one of my pictures up here. This is going to be the Thirsty Chronicles series, part one. I'm going to get into what I'm talking about in a second. I got a little bit of time. It's 7:05, so I'll give this, Chronicles series sauce to you real quick. 5, 15 minutes, things of that nature. But I want to get a picture up, um, speak over some of my work. Now I'm learning the game, you know. So what I will do is I might use I'll use this one. I'll use that one. Images by Shaw News. Okay. Images by Shaw News. Now, all right. There we go. How's that? How's that looking? Okay. Now, this is, like I said, this is the Thirsty series, Thirsty Chronicles Sauce, part one. And I said that because, like I said, social media is a drug, right? And when you're on social media, you see things all the time, right? Videos, posts, shit like that, right? Now, when I say thirsty, right? Um, if you're constantly, putting out videos, right, of practicing whatever you do, whether it's boxing, whether it's baseball, basketball, tennis, uh, journalism, media coverage, things of that nature, right? If you are actually doing it, if you are actually doing it every day, right? And I got this from Bean, Kobe Bean Bryant, right? If I'm working every day on my craft, eventually I'm going to get better. Eventually I am going to start pulling away and it's going to show. Now, the thirsty, this is where the thirst comes in. We live in a social media time, right? Where people get so wrapped on likes, views, things of that nature. Now they feel that views, likes, and things of that nature is actually working on your craft when it's really not. And now I'm going to put a timeline together for you, right? Um, some people know what I do in the game, some people don't. Um, I work with a lot of different fighters, things of that nature. This one particular fight I'm going to speak on, I recall him going to nationals. He lost in the nationals. Um, he came home, and I watched this. I watched this, right? He came home. He didn't get frustrated. He worked even harder. Countless drills with his dad, uh, miles, running 10 miles, hills, all kind of stuff. I'm watching this kid do this on the regular, training 10, 12 hours a day. There's 24 hours in the day. This kid some days is training 10, 12 hours, right? On top of that, um, he goes to Texas, gets work in Texas, goes to Georgia, gets work in Georgia, goes to Florida, get work in Florida. Fast forward, right? He's doing this all the time. Fast forward. This past nationals, he through the competition. Ran through the competition to become a national champion. You know where he became a national champion at? The day he lost in the nationals. Because it fueled his fire. And he actually was putting in the work. Now, I say that to say this, right? I see countless videos all the time of people fronting. You heard what I just said, fronting, like they are putting in work. But in all actuality, all they are doing is feeding the thirst of social media. Are you catching the Thirst Chronicles this morning? Because when you actually put in the work daily, daily, and I just seeing it happen, is going to manifest. It's going to manifest. I watched a kid. He's 12 years old now. He's a national champion. I watched his growth from the time he was 10 years old to 12 now, soon to be 13. But I watched his growth, his drive, his dedication, and I see the level from where he went from one as a 10-year-old to a 12-year-old. And you know why? Because he was always working. He was working daily, every single day, putting it down. He was putting it down. He wasn't, you know, just doing it for the gram. He was doing it in real life. And that 2 years, his growth, he's on a whole nother level because he was actually doing it. He wasn't thirsting. Like I tell you, see, a lot of people on social media, they're thirsting. And one thing about thirsting, you're not actually doing it. You're feeding the social media. You're feeding the likes. You're feeding the views. You really have to do it, man, at whatever it is. Whether it is, like I said, basketball, baseball, soccer, track, this right here, blogging. You got to do it, you know? You have to do it, man. And a lot of people aren't doing it. You know why they're not doing it? Because they're feeding the thirst of social media. Hopefully, y'all catching this sauce this morning. Like I said, it's a rather spicy sauce. This is the Thirst Series Chronicles Part 1. And I want to touch on what Bean said, and before I wrap this up, right? And I apply this with myself every single day, right? If you like Kobe said, this is what I'm gonna use Kobe's quote, but I'm gonna put a little sauce on it. If I'm waking up every single day, right, 4 in the morning, I'm doing what I need to do, I'm getting my shots up, I'm working out, then I go home at 7, get something to eat, I'm back in the gym by 9. If I'm doing this every single day, right, every single day, it doesn't matter what you're doing. In a matter of time, by me doing this every single day, right, the level that I am going to achieve is going to be so far ahead of you that it doesn't matter what you're doing. Now, the ones who do apply this, whatever craft they are doing, you see how they pull away. You see how they pull away because they are actually dedicated. They're consistent. So they're pulling away. A lot of people aren't doing it. That's why when you watch them at whatever they do, it seems like they're going in a circle or they're not getting better. And it's not that they're not getting better, they're not putting in the work. They are looking for a gimmick, they are looking for the thirst. Hopefully, y'all caught this sauce, man. Like I said, I was going to keep it under 20 minutes. Look, I'm ready to wrap it up now. This is only part 1 of the Thirst Chronicles. Hopefully, you love the artwork that I use. Well, not really. Yeah, it is artwork. Gotta call it for what it is. Photos by Shy News Catcher. The lens. Let me throw another one up there before I wrap this up. Give y'all another nice image. You know, I'm getting good, man. I'm getting very, very good at this. Show y'all another image, man. Capture the moment. How y'all like this one? The shutter should have been a little better. It's a little blurry on the end of the punch. But that's what, trials and tribulations and practice makes perfect. But yes, hopefully y'all love this Thirst Chronicles source this morning. You know, don't be thirsty, man. You know, being thirsty is never good. You know, at anything, practice, perfect your craft. You know, don't be at the well like this. You see, this is a great picture to use for this right here. Don't be at the well thirsting. Put in the work. When you put in the work, it's going to show. You're going to grow. Just put in the work. Like, I look on social media every single day. I see people constantly putting videos out, but I don't see the elevation. Because you know why? Only you're just doing it for the gram. Yeah, it's the thirst of the gram. There's no real substance. Or like I like to say, there's no real source. Because when there's real source and substance being put to it, the growth is going to show, you know? And I witnessed that. I bear witness to it. Like I just said, I watched a young 10-year-old, go to nationals, lose, come home, work even harder. And this time around, he ran through the nationals, ran through it, man. Top hitters. He took out the two top seeds on his way to becoming a national champion. You know why? Because he wasn't thirsty. He was actually in the lab working, perfecting his craft. And I watched him pass a lot of fighters that had way more notoriety than him, you know, way more popularity than him, you know. But he was always working. And his hard work, dedication, and consistency has paid off because now he is a national champion. Now he is on a whole nother level and he's only getting better and better because his work ethic, his consistency, his grind is daily. It's daily. And unlike the thirst, he's not doing it for the gram. He's not doing it for likes, thrills, and attention. He's doing it because he is blessed. He has a God given talent and a God given drive. Hopefully, y'all caught that sauce and hopefully, y'all enjoyed this sauce. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend and tell a friend. You have been rocking out with yours truly, Showtime Sizzle. This was another sauce experience. Ahala.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimuheloa. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout-out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.